And welcome back to the Create Mod here on Music for Gaming. It is awesome to have you here. And I am standing in front of what little of my storage room exists. And I've got some fun things to talk about. But the main thing that's going to happen today is I'm going to expand my storage room. I'm tired of living out of like 8 barrels and stuff scattered across 3 different buildings. So that is the goal today. All right, before I get into the building of the storage room, I want to show you one of the changes I've made. So one of the cool things about Create Mod are the display links, which you can use to send data to a number of things, including signs. So what I decided to do was take the display links that were on all of the different tree factories that I've got, and have them output to these signs, so that here's all of my oak stuff, right? And I can see, oh look, I'm full up on planks over there, or over here on my spruce, and well, this isn't 72%. The storage vault over the factory is, so I've got lots of stuff over here I can go get. And I also have dark oak. Now I don't have any. All of my planks are over here. There are no logs, stripped logs built up yet, because I just built this thing. So let's go take a look at that. All right, and here is the dark oak factory. Now dark oak is weird because it grows in these 2x2 things. Right, you've got to have a 4 saplings to make these things grow. So you can't use the same whirly roundy bit that I'm using for jungle. And I'm going to come back to this in a minute. So what I did is I set up this machine here. It's got saws on both ends and deployers. I found they work better if they're pointing backwards. Not entirely sure why, but does make life better. And I'm also sucking all of the saplings back in, because it didn't seem like it was quite keeping up the way I was liking. So I've got those swinging back here and loading up into this happy hopper. In fact, I might even be able to adjust my ramp here a little bit. But yeah, so yep, there they go. There goes the extra saplings. But, so that's awesome. So now I've got dark oak working just like everything else. Hey, here's the other weird thing. And only weird because it's over here now, is I had to move my jungle factory. See, it had been way over here. See, there's the swing arm where I was growing the jungle. Turns out this here, you can see the holes where the vaults were. That was just a bit too far to reach to this sign. I ended up out of range of the display links. So I ended up moving my jungle factory. So it's over here now, which is awesome because now I can hop back here and, you know, enjoy the mechanical belt walkway. So now I can come in here and see the status of the factory, all of my wood, all in one place. So that is awesome. All right, so let's talk a little bit about how this storage room is going to work. So the plan is where I've got all of this deep slate, that's going to get replaced by mechanical belts. So they're all going to swing around here just like this one. And what I'm going to do is set up all of these chests and eventually brass funnels and mechanical arms to auto sort this thing, because I've said it before, I will say it again, I cannot be organized in Minecraft unless I have something to do it for me. It's so hard for me to stay organized. I end up just, it becomes a mess. So sorting systems are awesome and amazing. No, seriously, build them if you can because they are so nice. Anyway, so the plan is to build out storage and build out sorted storage all the way around. Now, some of it, I'm just going to stack the chests next to each other, and there'll be lots of them. Something kind of sort of like this. I'm just sort of laying some things out. But, I also have a few things that I want to set up that connect to my factory over there that generates quartz and all that other good stuff. And that is going to happen using the same system I have here, but I'm going to feed it differently. I'm going to use trains and stuff to do that. So I've got to build a depot for them to, or a garage, or however you want to think of it, for those to pull into. But for now, let's start laying out some chests. And I know all about falling. As I was rebuilding I was building the dark oak farm, but I think it was while I was rebuilding the jungle factory over there, I fell into those saw blades, cut myself in half. It was not great. Lost all my armor. Unpleasant, to say the least. I would recommend not falling into fast-moving saw blades. It's just not great for one's health. All right, so I've got the feed lines in, so all the items will just run right along here. I should probably add some more on the other end of this, but I'll get to that in a minute. The next thing I need to do is kind of figure out where all of the chests are going to go. So it takes a couple of blocks between the belts and the chests to put in the mechanical arms and all of that stuff, right? And then have room for the funnels. So kind of laying out where these chests are all going to be. So these ones are easy. But I have to play with this in the corner and see where we get. I don't know if this happens to you. It happens to me all the time in real life and in Minecraft, where I need something and then I end up putting it away. Like, oh, I think I'm done with this. Sure, I'll put this away. I'm good. And then I end up needing it like 10 minutes later. Yeah, this is my life some days, man. All right, so I think on this side, this is where I'm going to have the storage for some of the stuff I've got coming from the factory way over there. So now I'm not entirely sure how this is all going to play out, but I think I'm going to take this 4 blocks high, which means I should probably... Nope. Okay, there we go. I can jump. I have the technology. All right. Right, so I can pop these up. And if I do the same thing I did over on the other side and put in the content switches or content observers, stockpile switches, that's the word I'm looking for. Then I can have these automatically call for refills. So I'll have a train of some sort that will be able to run way over there and pick up cobblestone and gravel and sand and all of the stuff that comes this way. And I won't have to worry about getting it all on belt lines or any of that stuff, because that's going to be way too long to try to keep things balanced just using stockpile levels like I did over here. Cool. Cool. So I think I can make this happen, right? And said, you know, with cobble up here and, you know, gravel and all this. Oops. Well, fine. Grave. That's honestly, I think that doesn't bode well. Doesn't bode well at all. We'll just gravel there. Though I'm not entirely sure I actually want gravel here. Because really, I don't tend to build with gravel, but I do make stuff out of it, right? So I'll have to do something here. But that's going to be the idea. So let's set up a number of rows for that and then just see where things are going to go after that. Whoa, quartz is spelled with a U and not a W, because spelling. I have a college degree. I have a bachelor's degree. Spelling, not one of my skills, unfortunately. Math used to be. Not so much. I used to be able to do advanced math, and now addition is just beyond my skill these days. But, it was fun, though. Okay, I do have some stockpile switches. I'll have to crap up? No, that's not the word I was intending to use. No, bad streamer. Bad streamer. All right, so here's something I'm thinking. Right now, I've got some areas marked out for chests that will automatically be fed by stuff from the factory over there. Just like I've got these guys being fed from my tree factory, these will get fed by the cobblestone pipeline. But bulk storage is going to be an issue for things like, I don't know, dirt, right? Who doesn't end up with way too much dirt and grass and all that stuff, right? Stone is another thing. You end up with lots and lots of stone, especially if you're using a silk touch axe like I do. Any number of those types of things would be just huge. Just lots and lots of stuff. Now, I don't have shulker boxes, so loading them into shulkers would, well, cool. I don't have that option. So what I could do is I could actually set up item vaults for all of my bulk stuff and then use the same sort of system that I use for the tree factory and pull items out of that bulk storage into here. Right, so if I had, for example, if I had dirt, right, sitting here in this chest, I could use the stockpile switch to radio down to the vault and say, I need more dirt, please. And then the dirt would eject out, get fed along the pipeline here, and then fed into the chest. Well, and so the chest may only store, maybe I'll have 3 rows of dirt, something like that, 4 rows of dirt maybe. And I could put in my own shulkers or whatever. I could also have a whole vault full of dirt, and just when this gets empty or gets low, it'll feed in a bunch of dirt. That's an idea. I like that idea. Okay. Well, I certainly have enough barrels. If you caught the last video, I mean, I've got stacks upon stacks of barrels right now, which you wrap in iron and you get item vaults. So, sweet. I like that idea. So now I need to figure out how I'm going to make that work, which, ooh, I've got an awesome idea for that. So 3x3x9 is 81 volts, right? See? I have a degree in math. I can sometimes multiply. It does happen, y'all. Sometimes I can actually do math, even while I'm on the stream. It's weird, but yes, sometimes it does in fact happen. One of the problems I have to deal with is the time it takes to deliver an item once I've called for it. Okay? So stuff up here, like whether it's here or here, that'll just drop down on the line and will feed out to whatever chest is calling for it, and that'll go pretty fast, okay? That's not going to be a big deal. The problem I'm going to have is if I'm calling for something from the factory. Now, I plan on delivering that by train, which may just solve this problem by being the backup that I need. It'll, like over here, if you saw the video the other day, this morning, that maybe, I don't know, I lose track, where I flooded myself with birch. Yeah, that was this morning's video. As I'm recording this. I called for so much birch, it flooded the system and flooded my storage. But if I'm delivering by train, I won't have that problem. So I should be okay. All right, I think I can make this work. I think this will be okay. I think I have a solution to my bulk storage problem. So if I set up a bunch of these 4x6 vaults, okay, for what I need bulk storage for, and that's not a lot right now. It's a dirt and grass and netherrack and such. And then I could radio control them so they'll dump into a chest when I need the output. And what I'll do is I'll just feed the input right here along this line. And I could do a number of things actually. Like fall in a hole. Holes are cool. Right? I could have the input start over there. Like if I run my drop off for my trains over there, output will run down this line first at warp speed, whip around here, and then come down this way past mechanical arm sorted stuff. I could also maybe put a tunnel with a filter or something here, but I think that's going to get, so I could, when I drop something here, that might be a little more involved than I want it to be, because then I have to reverse some storage. I just have to feed my bulk storage somehow, and I have to feed it before it gets this way. So I kind of like the idea of maybe running a parallel line going all the way down and then coming back. That might be reasonable, I think. Okay, yeah, a little wasteful, perhaps, but reasonable. Oh man, I swear half of Create Mod is just figuring out traffic flow. Which way do the items go? How do they not crash into each other? And how do I make sure they end up where I want them to go? Yeah, that pretty much describes Create Mod in a nutshell, man. Wow, I misspelled it the wrong way twice. That takes talent. Oh, I'm so good at the English. So good. This is why I was a math major, man. This chicken has just been living in my bedroom. Just enjoying this pool down here for pretty much ever. And it's just probably going to live here the entire season, because I see no reason to get rid of it. So, all right, well, bye, chicken. All right, so I've got power from the power plant. Actually, it's not even it is from the power plant, but it's connected over here to, this is actually a new crushing machine I threw in because I needed to do a little bit of crushing. So I'm whipping around underneath the breeder, cross the ravine, and right on over here. And now all I need to do is set up a little bit of, just a little bit of mechanical belt coming from this side, sort of around here somewhere. Give myself a little bit of room, just in case I have to adjust this in any direction. I can do that. And then the plan is, after I clear some of this out, to come around this way and feed into another drive coming this way, which means this is probably not going to be there, which is fine. It doesn't have to be. So, sweet. Well, let's get the rest of this in. I think I've got this main storage sort of worked out. Oh, yes. I need to put that back. There we go. Cool. So the main belt line is set. So the idea is I've got bulk storage here. I can drop off stuff on this side, and it will feed into this hopper line, which will get sucked into the bulk storage if I have any needs. Get pulled right across here. If it doesn't go into bulk storage, it'll whip down this way. And then once it's off that line, it'll slide through here and it'll then feed through the whole sea of mechanical arms and make its way all the way around over there. Okay, so I think this is going to work out just fine. It's a little bit, I think it's a little bit kind of wasteful in some ways because I've got multiple belt lines and I'm going to have to break up my storage in a couple of places, but overall, I think this is going to be okay, right? I think I'm going to have certainly more than enough space for bulk storage. And then I can just sort through here. Now, remember, this area is going to be for controlled stuff. So a double chest that will pull from that bulk storage. Everything else, once I get down this way, is going to just be mass stacked coming in and around like this. So yeah, overall, I think this is going to work out great. It's just going to be a bit to build, and I'm going to have to craft up a zillion mechanical arms to handle all the sorting. The good news is they actually have a bit of a range. I think they have a range of 6 blocks per side, I think. Maybe it's only 4. I'll have to double check that. So that I can get these placed right. But yeah, I think this is going to work out just fine. The other thing I have to do then is wire up redstone on top here so that I can lock the output until I'm ready to fill in whatever I need to fill in here. So this is going to work out. I think it's going to work out really well, actually. All right, well, that's the time I've got today. This has been good. It doesn't feel like I've made a huge amount of progress, but I think I've got the basics of a plan in place. So that is great. So now I just need to get all of the boxes in place, and I need to get a lot of brass and probably a lot of kelp too, so I can get all of the funnels I need. But that is a problem for future me. What's not a problem for future me is having you all here with me today. And if you liked the video, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more things. Hit the notification bell even. That would be cool. And until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music for Gaming signing off.